What's up, guys? We're back to the dump truck again. So, you know, you get to see my ugly mug, and then we're going to get to talk about the dump truck, man. So, we're going to address a couple issues with this thing, man, that have been extremely frustrating with this dump truck. So, spoiler alert, I haven't been completely honest about fuel economy. We'll check out the turkeys real quick. You got a bunch of wild turkeys and deer running around here. But so the truck, when it runs right, I get between 8 and almost 9 miles to the gallon with that gas engine. And I know that may not sound like a lot, but that is freaking huge, man. That is so phenomenal. You know what I mean? I'm just so happy about it. So long story short, or it's going to be sort of a long video, hopefully not, so bear with me, please be patient. So my tire, not this one right here, had picked up a staple, and I didn't know it. I had to drive out about 70 miles to go do this delivery. And it picked up a staple somewhere in the tire. No point in showing it to you. So it got flat. It got down to like 10 PSI. And I'm loaded with probably about 9 tons worth of road base. So this tire had to carry everything on that one side. And, well, it had heat warped this tire, ballooned this tire. It did it, man. I can't stress how good these tires are. These tires are probably older than me. No dry rot, no nothing. They've been abused. And in any case, it destroyed the tire because of the weight and the heat. So I have to change them. These are buds, they're bud-centric instead of hub-centric rims. And I had 4 bud set rims for this truck because I was going to do a 22.5 conversion on the back of this truck anyway. But, we were getting ready in the process of possibly trying to move to Florida. And so, and these tires have been so good to me, I was like, screwed, I don't need to worry about it. So in any case, I go buy these 4 guys, which I love these tires. They're 22.5s. I love them. They're like a semi, like they're considered like a mud snow tire, so they're more aggressive. And they're the 22.5s, which they fit really nice underneath the truck. They're only about 3/4 of an inch taller than the old ones, but they're not bud-centric. They are hub-centric. So on this truck, it's got the tabs on it. So these are pretty much hub-centric too, to be honest with you. But this, you need the offsets, the seats in this for the lug nuts to sit in, which will turn this ram and center it with the studs and stuff like that, so pretty important. So this video is going to be about doing something that I don't recommend to anybody. And worse, I don't even know 100% sure if it's going to work or not. So it could be really stupid. But if you guys have been watching my videos, you guys know I do a lot of stupid stuff that works. So in any case, the hubs are not the exact same size as those. So these were slightly smaller. The hubs, the center hole right here was slightly smaller by probably, I'd say 1/16 of an inch. So I slowly worked those out with a diamond carbide bit and the round, like a deburr type bit, and I also used a grinder. But I did do a really good job, took measurements everywhere, and it's almost completely spot on. And then the holes where the lug nuts come through on these were 1 inch versus the holes on this past the seat, of course. So the actual hole is a 1 3/16 hole. So not only were the hubs slightly bigger, middle hole, but the holes for the bolts were quite a bit bigger. So those have all been drilled out to 1 3/16 reamer bit. I used a reamer bit, which I bought on Amazon for about 80 bucks. Worked great. So all of these have been done. These hub-centric rims have all been, as you can see, they're all done. And I mean, they're really straight, they're really nice. And you can see how I've worked inside of the thing. So they're all right there. The only thing left I got to do on these, and they're all down too, by the way, they're just spray painted black because I want a black one to go in the truck. The only thing left to do on these things now is to make that seat. So I bought, and I, again, don't know how well it's going to work, but we're going to try it anyway. I went and I bought a valve seating tool or kit. It's got like 5 tools in it because it says these bits supposedly, I mean, the seats are supposed to be at a 30-degree angle. We actually, 30-degree angled seat. We actually measured it. I'll show you guys this reamer bit because I want to show it to you guys. So that's the reamer bit I used on it. It worked really good. Cannot recommend this thing enough. It's a 1 3/16 bit. There's the little item number on Amazon. Worked really well. This thing was really sharp. Still good, even after drilling 40 holes. I'm very impressed. That was a lot of metal, man, I'm telling you. But I bought a valve cutting kit that hopefully should be here in about 4 more days. And then me and my father-in-law are going to try to cut these seats. He's got a drill press, so we can try to keep it really straight and do a good job. Well, we measured the lug nuts and we measured the holes to the best of our ability and found that the actual stock seats and lug nuts have roughly between 35 to a 40% degree angle on the seats. We will be able to refine that better and understand exactly what that is once we get the bits and, the cutters, the tools. And they're for cutting valve seats and heads and cars and things. But, that was the closest thing I could find. That hopefully with the drill press and the tool, something we could keep so it could stay straight, doesn't wobble around, and just take our time with a very minimal amount of pressure and just go really slow and work it until we find the angle that works the best, that really holds these lug nuts, which are these. We have our inner lug nuts. You can see, they got the taper to them. They'll sit, inside. The other end will slide over this. And then we got the taper for the outside nut too. So we really do want to make it with these do seat. I mean, so far everything we've done to it is almost perfect. I won't say perfect because I know it's wrong. Almost nothing is ever perfect, but it's close. It's really good. Really good. Took our time on it. So I'm hoping this last important phase, if we can get the angle it's really close or even good, would be great. Those original rims are old. They're probably 80s. Shit, they could be older than that, to be honest with you. So they're not even perfect anymore, but they worked really well. So if I can get these pretty much close to perfect, I'll finally get the conversion I want and it should be good. And again, you're asking yourself, well, why didn't you just buy 4 butted rims instead of the hubcentric? Well, I've looked on there, couldn't find them. I'm sure if I looked forever and I eventually find I could. Unfortunately, we're in fall. This is our busy time of the year for my dump truck. This is generally the falls. I don't know why everybody waits till the last moment to get rock and road base and everything else, but for whatever reason, for the next month or so, I'll be getting a lot of business, which is money. So I found 4 matching tires, virgin rubber. I don't do recaps on my dump truck. I never want to do them if I can avoid it. For a spare or something that's temporary before I get to something else, that's fine. I'll take used. These are used. But I do not want recaps. I want virgin rubber. Have too much experience with driving semi-trucks and recaps exploding, and they just don't last that long. That truck's only just under 13,000 pounds empty. These things are rated for like 6,000 pounds a piece or something. I mean, they're even more heavy duty than the tires that are on there, and the tires on there didn't even feel the weight of the truck, the back end of the truck, because the back end of the truck only weighs like maybe 7,000 pounds, 8,000 pounds at the most. So these tires will feel no stress, no nothing, except for when the truck's loaded. So these will last almost forever. They're DOT date. They're about 7-8 years old. So they're getting close. They got a couple more years before they're technically illegal. But where I live at, they don't really care or check on that too much. And I take good care of my tires. I usually keep them oiled, which helps with like dry rot because my truck does sit a lot when I don't drive it. So it just keeps them, so they don't dry out and start rotting on me. But I love these tires. So I got 4 of them, and I paid $650 for them with the rims. And me being stupid like I am, I believed that all I had to do was just cut the seats, the holes will be the same size as everything. I didn't bother checking again, being an idiot, and desperate to try to hurry up and, get something I could just do a little bit of modification with, and thinking it was just, I could just bolt it on and go. And of course I was wrong. So I'm going to make these work, because out of the 3 steps, the 2 out of the 3 steps so far are almost perfect. I mean, those holes are like, they're dead nuts. They're right on there. The hubs are good. Everything was done so carefully, it was good. So I'm actually probably the only one you're going to find on YouTube that converted hub-centric ribs to try to convert them to bud-centric rims. So I can actually install them on my truck and do it. It's going to cost me $200 in bits and everything else, so it'll be about $850 total into doing this setup. But it was important to me. Next thing, right? Oh, you know what? I'll make another video for that, because that'll be another discussion. But I just wanted you guys to see this in case you want to know if it's successful and everything else. I'll share it with you guys on another video to see. Hopefully maybe next week after it's done, I take it out and drive it. I'll show some little videos or like little snaps of like how everything looks. I already showed you guys the inside of the hub and the holes. So everything's good on that. So yeah, man, I appreciate you guys. All you guys that watch my videos and have the patience to deal with my stupidity and watch these weird one-off project type things I do. I super appreciate it, man. I really do. So if you guys could just do me the favor, hit that like button, maybe subscribe to my channel, watch some other stupid stuff get done, and it'd be highly appreciated. And to keep you guys along for all these dumb projects I'd be doing. They're not the smartest, but hopefully they'll work. You guys have a great day, and thank you again. Bye.